Hey guys, how's it going? And welcome to a video that I've been meaning to make for probably a couple of months, or at least a couple of weeks. And that video is, if you hadn't guessed by the title, where is Project Zomboid? I get asked a good couple of times a day, whether it be on the older videos or the newer videos or the trailer, which was dated rather naively and stupidly by myself. Where the fuck is the Project Zomboid, you prick, blah blah blah. And I understand that you guys are extremely passionate about Project Zomboid, as am I. Maybe not passionate, but I really enjoy it. And it's kind of the game that the channel is renowned for, if anything, and it's certainly what I've covered the most and what I generally enjoy the most. So to break it down into stages, before I stopped and took a bit of a hiatus for a bit, there was a trailer that I released, or a kind of little teaser thing, which was dated, and that was for Project Zomboid Aftermath. The idea for that was a series kind of a long time after everything had happened, and it was going to be obviously one guy kind of traveling with vehicles and all the new stuff in there. And I actually made the first episode of that generally around the same time that the trailer came out, and that was ready to go. So basically that was going to be released on that date, and I watched over it several times and did not like it at all. I thought it was going to be incredibly hard to carry on for more than 2 or 3 episodes of not covering stuff that we'd already covered in previous series, like the Alexandria series, the Survivor's Diary kind of one-off, which was probably, in my opinion, the best one, and that was what Project Zomboid Aftermath was going to be going for as well. So I decided to then make a completely different kind of story-driven episode, kind of similar theory and structure behind it, but kind of different in what I did and how it started. The second one actually started with a car crash, and basically the character, or the main kind of protagonist, was Ben, and it was how he became to kind of sort himself out. We're going to do a lot of stuff with maps and everything like that, and basically that was pretty good as far as I'm concerned. It was about an hour long. The episodes were meant to be maybe once every 3 weeks, and we're going to be an hour long, which is an incredible amount of editing, because a lot of Project Zomboid is kind of doing stuff off cam, kind of building off cam and just showing the more interesting parts, the not interesting parts, generally like any heavily edited kind of thing. But the problem with that I had was halfway through, the program that I actually used to record it is a streaming program called OBS. I don't know if any of you guys have heard of it. You can use it for Twitch and everything like that, which is not the normal program that I used to record. And because we've now upgraded generally everything into 4K, I couldn't seem to get a consistent enough kind of capture of it. There was incredible frame drops, which are just taken away from the entire product. You can see the footage in the background. This is Cuphead, a pretty good game, obviously really popular game, but if none of you guys have tried it, I recommend trying it if you've got tolerance and patience. If not, don't go anywhere fucking near that shit. But this is actually recorded on OBS as well, and you can see there are some frame stutters on there as well. It's nothing to do with my hardware, it's just basically anything I record with this, and this is unfortunately what happens. And especially with Project Zomboid, which is still kind of in its infancy. What is it, beta or alpha now? I'm not too sure. Maybe, yeah, I think it's beta, but it's kind of close to full release. The only reason I use this is because the normal program I actually use does not record Project Zomboid, because that is made with something called OpenGL, and a lot of programs aren't very good with OpenGL. They're not extremely well suited or compatible with it. I'm not too sure why that is, but of all the research I've done, there doesn't seem to be any solution to it. It records at about 15 frames a second, and again, that, you know, is not anything to do with the actual hardware. It's to do with the game. So going forward, that is the episode that we're going to be going for, and the series we're going to be going for. It's fairly well mapped out already what I'm going to try and do. with that, I'm going to try and make it pretty high end. That should be up and ready, providing I can actually sort this recording problem out before Christmas, or Christmas time. So what's that, 2.5 weeks? Yeah. As I said, half of the episode is kind of ready to go. I've still got the save file. I know exactly what I'm going to do and where. Kind of luck provided, in-game, RNG provided. I know what I'm going to do. I think it's going to be a really good and popular series, and you know, I apologise for kind of letting you guys down with that series so far. I know a lot of you guys were kind of hyped for it, which is really, really encouraging when you actually release something and people respond to it that heavily. It's just a shame that it couldn't come to fruition yet. But as I've said 1,000 times, guys, I don't like releasing, especially Project Zomboid episodes, kind of half-baked. It's something that I have covered for a very long time, and I think can make extremely good content if done properly. So generally kind of try and refuse to release anything kind of shitty. Although there are some episodes that are better than others, but that's just sometimes you need an episode to fill a story along or whatnot. But if anyone knows any recording software which is good with OpenGL, please let me know down below. It's for the kind of channel's benefit, and you know, for your guys, if you do like Project Zomboid. I mean, I probably will find a way, but you guys know a lot better than me. You know, you can probably help me out and expedite the process. But as always, guys, thank you very much for your continued support. I'll be uploading some more content this weekend. Probably some more RimWorld and some other newer stuff, hopefully. And we'll see where we go from there. But as always, guys, thanks very much for your support, and I will see you soon.